Good morning. It's day 13 of the Summer Transformation Challenge with First Form, and I just got up, so I'm starting my day with a glass of water with some Opti Reds, Opti Greens. Of course, gotta have these is essential because bloating, digestion. Who doesn't need help with their digestive system? Everybody wants and needs healthier stomach, and this is a must for me every day. And I got a little bit of creatine in my glass of water. So cheers to today, and I'll see you in a bit. So now it's coffee time, now that I've gotten some walking in outside. And let me show you how I make my coffee. I use a blender. I've got it on a food scale, and I need to make sure it's ready to go. I don't want it in ounces, I want it in grams. I got this one I have to flip over. So there. Okay, so I do a dash of salt, Redmond's, to help with a coffee bitterness. A little bit of this better stevia from the Now brand, just for a little bit of sweetness added to it, because I like a little extra. And since I'm always run short on, at the end of my day, on fats, and I end up having to have mayonnaise or butter at the end of the day or whatever, because of my macros, the way I've got it set up. And I'm out of coconut oil. I usually do that. I'm going to add some butter. This is Danish creamery butter. I'm going to add probably half of a tablespoon. Perfect. Exactly went, which is about 7 grams. 14 grams-ish, around that is a tablespoon. All right. And you see I've got my Formula 1 here in chocolate milkshake. Not everybody adds Formula 1 to the coffee. Usually it's level 1, but I don't have any level 1 protein powder on me right now. If I did, it would be the German chocolate cake. That's my favorite. I also have this Rockin' Fuel if you are, and I'm really low on this. I mean, super low on that. So I don't order till after the first of the month. So I have to improvise, right? And sometimes... And this one is okay. It doesn't have as many ingredients as like Muscle Milk. I prefer this one over Muscle Milk because it does have a long ingredient list, and it's not too expensive, and it's lactose free. So I am going to add some of this. It says I'm going to add about just some of it to make sure I have some in there, as you can see. Not too much, because I'll probably save some of this for later to use to make protein ice cream. And then I'm going to do a half a scoop of Formula 1. And I'll put the macros here somewhere for my coffee. So that way I'm getting my protein in, not overdoing it. Let me just add a little bit more. Alright, now my coffee, right? Got to add coffee to this blender. I know it's pouring out everywhere, I think. It's hard to... Alright, that's going to be delicious. I'll be right back with finished product. Just finished blending up the coffee in the blender, and I made it nice and frothy. So, yeah, that made quite a bit. Oh, it turned out perfectly. Chocolatey and coffee. I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you at the next food consumption thingy. We'll see what I get. So here I'm back again. I'm going to show you a recipe for some waffles I'm going to make. I'm going to use blackberries. I've weighed out since me and my husband will split these. I put 2 ounces of blackberries that we picked fresh from our yard. Added a little bit of stevia because the blackberries sometimes are bitter, and it'd be better with a little bit of sweetness. So I'm going to crack 2 eggs, so that way I get an egg in there and he has an egg in it as well. So that's what I'm going to do. Crack eggs into the blackberries. And that's what I'm going to do. And there. I'm out of vanilla extract, and if you want to, usually if if I have vanilla level 1 protein powder, I will throw in some protein powder in this to really make sure it's got a sufficient amount of protein. But the eggs, plus I've got this, I'm going to add this. This has 9 grams of protein per serving. And like I said, both my husband and I will be splitting this. I have a half a cup. I'm going to put a half a cup. That way he gets a quarter cup, I get a quarter cup essentially. And I will try to share the macros on this somewhere on the screen. Hopefully, this is pretty good. It's, I like this brand. It doesn't, I'm going to put it actually separate in this other thing. It mixes the dry ingredients separate from the wet ingredients. And I'm going to add a little bit of stevia to that. I like this stevia because it's just stevia in there. Some people have a problem with stevia, and it may be the added ingredients to your stevia. This one I like because all that's in there is certified organic stevia leaf extract. So, and it doesn't have a bad taste. And I've got some baking powder. I don't really measure this out. I eye it. I'm putting in a little bit. That way it's a little extra fluffy. Let me get a fork or something here to mix this with. I'm going to go ahead and stir up my dry ingredients. Make sure the stevia, the baking powder, and the birch bitters. This here typically says just add water, so you really only need to add water. But I like the additional protein in it from the eggs, which I'm going to mix up the eggs and the blackberries now and get that mixed in, and then I'll add the powder. So I've got the eggs and the blackberries mixed well, because that's enough liquid that I really don't need additional water, I think. But we'll see. Sometimes I have to add a little bit of water to it. So I'm adding that now, and just, you know, mixing this well. So I'm mixing this well, like I said, before I was interrupted by a phone call. So it looks pretty thick right now, but you know how blackberries are if you've used them. They have a lot of water on their own, so when you put it in the thing, it's going to. But I really want to make sure it's mixed well, and I'll probably add a little drop of water to thin it out a little bit more, and I'll be right back. Back to finish up these blackberry waffles, right? So I got my little handy dandy, what is it? A dash waffle thingy. I'm using that oil to spray it because it's no fat. I've got that all blended up well, and I'm going to go ahead and put some in. And it really doesn't take that long for it to work and do the job. I hope they taste well. I actually haven't done blackberry waffles. Yeah, I've done blueberry, which you could do as well. This really doesn't take that long. So let me get a fork out so you can follow along with me, and I'll get this out. But yeah, this is 0 calories and fat and protein. And this is a healthier option. It doesn't have any added canola oil. It's just avocado oil and organic soy lecithin. So, I mean, that's not too big of a deal, I think, and everything. So, I mean, yeah. You want to try, if you can afford it, go with the healthier option if you can. So, yeah. I hope these taste well. I'll let you know in just a moment. Yesterday I made some with mashed sweet potatoes. I made sweet potato waffles. And then I sometimes mash up banana to give it additional moisture. Because, you know, sometimes these low-carb waffles, they're very dry. And I'm not big on dry waffles. Oh, it's already done. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Show you what it looks like here. Try not to. So it turned out pretty well. See that? So let me just cut this a little bit so we can see what it tastes like. Pretty good, not too sweet. You can probably use this to make like a egg sandwich, a breakfast sandwich. I'm going to make some more, and I'll see you in the next meal time. That mix made enough for each of us to have 2.5 mini waffles, and I'm going to have 2 fried eggs and a little bit of butter on that. Hey guys, it's me again, and I wanted to share the rest of the foods that I plan on having today. And I just ate one of these things that my son brought home the other day. We usually don't keep junk food in the house because it's going to get eaten and it's too much for temptation. You know, he brought home these, so I just ate one. I was going to eat 2, but I ate the one, and I really don't think it's worth eating a second one. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. You think something looks so good, and you taste it, and you're like, I don't know. I like the level 1. If you had to pick something, I'd pick this over the Oreos any day. This is the chocolate peanut butter pretzel. I ate a half yesterday. I'm going to have this today as a snack meal thing. So, because peanut butter, chocolate, and pretzels go great together. Other protein things I'm going to do today. I already pre-cooked boneless, skinless chicken breast. So, I'm going to probably have 3 to 4 ounces of that. And then a couple of ounces of 96 lean ground beef. That's very good sources of protein. Remember, I had this earlier today, and I'm going to finish this off today with some natural peanut butter. Our natural peanut butter comes when we get it. The oil is all natural. The oil is separated from the nuts or the peanut butter part, and so we have to bring it home, mix it up, and put it in a Tupperware container so it doesn't separate. So that it has no sugar in it. Oh. I'm sorry for that. But it has no sugar added to it or other oils other than it's just got peanut oil in it and salt. So that way you don't get additional sugars. I'm going to probably also add a frozen banana. I've got some very ripe bananas. These make great smoothies and ice cream. Another thing, sources of fats, because like I said earlier, sometimes I'm kind of run short at the end of the day and I need to get additional fats. So I'm going to have more butter today, probably with my chicken and my beef, because they're more lean. And I'm going to put it all on a rice cake. These are delicious rice cakes. I like rice cakes. I have no problem with rice cakes. Another fat is I've got this avocado Hellmann's mayonnaise. I like that, and I could spread it on a rice cake, and I'm happy camper. At the end of the day, I'm going to finish off my day with some Opti greens mixed with some magnesium, because that helps you sleep and recover, and this also helps with bloating and digestion while you rest. So I always end my day with start my day with this, with 1 scoop of this, and then end my day with a scoop of this, just to make sure my stomach stays on point. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a bite of my level 1. It's so good. Can you see that? Or where's the camera? There it is. I'm sorry. Using my phone.
I am spreading out so much.
Delicious. Got actual pretzels in it. Well, I'll see you later, and I'll let you know if I'm able to follow through with this plan. Right? See you later. Bye. Hey, I'm back again. I told you I would share with you everything I'm consuming, and here is something I'm going to consume. I grow rosemary and thyme, and I have a mild headache. And did you know rosemary is good for headaches? So I've got in this pot that I'm boiling a lemon, rosemary, some German and lemon thyme in here, along with I have a lemon tree, so I picked lemon leaves, because lemon leaves from a lemon tree are very healthy and nutritious for you as well. So I'm going to boil that and make an iced tea and consume that and be done with this little bit of a headache. Hey guys, it is 8 p.m. and here I am at the end of the day. Just, committing to you guys, committing to myself kind of keeps me on track. There was temptations, but other than, you saw what I shared that I was going to eat, and I managed to eat only of the one of those Oreo cookies, and it really wasn't really worth it compared to the level 1 bar. Was far greater in my opinion, but I like chocolate peanut butter and pretzels together. And I had my 4 ounces of chicken with a rice cake that had some butter. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm usually like, I have everything else macro-wise, protein and my carbs, but I want to meet my fat number 2. So I'm just now finishing up my last bit of lean ground beef, and I mixed a little bit of mayonnaise, that avocado Hellmann's mayonnaise, and some butter in this, just a little bit. You probably think, man, she don't eat no vegetables. I don't eat like this every single day. You know, I work with what I've got, and you know, you have to make it, you know, kind of some exceptions. If you prefer to have the Oreo cookie or something, you may not be able to eat like a big old salad. I don't know. You know, you do what you got to do. You eat what you enjoy. That's my husband talking to the dogs. Drinking my water. Hey, I'm back again. I went for a little walk after I ate that last meal. Now I'm going to make up my Opti greens for my digestive health. Go to bed with a healthy stomach. And the magnesium in lemon tea, I like to put a scoop in with my greens and mix it well, and it's gonna help me sleep well tonight and de-bloat overnight. So that's my day of eating. That's my day of eating, guys. And I know it's not perfect, it's not ideal, but you know, you eat what you have room for and what you enjoy.